Hey everyone, Dukin is here with episode 6 of Trials, Tips, and Tutorials. Today's video is one I know a lot of my followers have been waiting for, how to get carried. So basically, how can you make it easier on the good players that you're playing with to help them help you get to the lighthouse? Before we go any further, I really want to emphasize how much I dislike the term carry. It implies you're not going to do anything to help, like a friend and I are just going to hold your hand and fly your ship to Mercury for you. It doesn't work like that. You have to contribute, and that starts by understanding that the word carry is not accurate. So to set a precedent, we're going to start calling it something else. We're going to start calling it assists or assisting. And here's kind of my reasoning and analysis for that. So regardless of whether or not you play sports, you know what an assist is. So think about my partner and I as quarterbacks, point guards, or playmakers in hockey. We can do all the work. We can rush up the field, the court, the ice, we can win battles for possession, and we can make the perfect passes. But if you're not there to tap the puck in, or finish the alley-oop, or make the touchdown catch, we're not going to win games. Trials is no different than that. We can get the kills, but if you're not there to push with us, we won't win. We can shut down the other team's supers, but if we trade and you're not there for a res, we won't win. And we can make the perfect strategy, but if you're not communicating with us, we won't win. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to talk about 3 situations that you're going to find yourself in that cover roughly 95% of the time you spend in trials as a player looking to be assisted to Mercury. What to do in a 3v3 situation, a 3v2 situation, and a 2v3 situation. So we'll start with 3v3. This is the easiest situation, but it seems to cause the most problem for players, and that's because it's a little bit boring. You shouldn't be in the open where you can get killed, but you have to be in a place where you can push if we get a pick. So you need to be safe and not visible, but also close enough that you can be on our orb if we get picked, so that you can get the revive ASAP. As a rule of thumb, you're going to want to stay between me and my partner. Don't make any effort whatsoever towards getting a kill. If you throw a random grenade, you're wasting that in case we need it for a push. If you use your super, you risk getting killed out of it and wasting it. If you peek a corner for a snipe, you risk going down and then put us in the pressure of a 3v2 situation. Play safe. It's so easy. Is it boring? Yeah, it's kind of boring. But you're being assisted. Your goal is to go to the lighthouse, and that takes discipline. So fight the ADD urge and stay safe. If you're just looking for a fun card with me and a friend, you can play it however you want. Like, it doesn't matter to us. We're just playing to play. But if you truly want that flawless, fight the urge and stay hidden. Wait for something to happen. Remember that we're assisting you so you can let us do the heavy lifting. So the next situation is a 3v2 where ideally our side gets the first pick, which makes it a 3v2. As soon as this happens, you go from being a corner camping wuss into a bloody savage. In 6th gear, you are flying to that orb. We always call it where the pick is. Your job is to suffocate that orb. You have 7 seconds to do it. Sprint at it. If you get a blip on the radar, throw a grenade at it. Smokes, throw knives, everything you have to prevent the other team from getting the res. You need to own that orb. Bring a lawn chair, sunscreen, and a jug of iced tea to that orb. Throw a party on that orb. Are you understanding me, boys? Get to the frickin' orb. It is your number 1 and only priority. We'll probably tell you to sit on the orb while we try and get another pick. So the last situation I wanted to talk about before we go today is a 2v3 situation, which happens when one of us gets picked first. It happens. We don't win every snipe fight we get into, so it's something you got to be prepared for. The round isn't over just because we're down a guy. If you were doing your job in the 3v3 situation, then you're not far from my orb. So get there as fast as you can, and make sure you can revive me without putting yourself at risk, which I'll be calling out, sort of, if you can or can't. Revive me right away. If I'm being watched by a sniper, push me while you revive me. And if you get to my orb before the res is ready, then you need to go all out on defense. Throw grenades, clog up choke points the enemy is coming from, put cover fire down to discourage them from pushing, hard scope lanes they're approaching from. Pretty much anything you can do to defer the enemy until my res is available. So let's do a little recap for the positioning we learned today. In a 3v3 scenario, you need to fight the urge to do too much. By staying concealed and not putting yourself at risk, you are preparing yourself for both of the next 2 situations. The first one being when our team gets a pick. When that happens, you get to the orb ASAP, defend it from a distance by throwing grenades, and then be prepared for a fight when you get there. Alternatively, we might get picked. You should be close enough that you can get the revive as soon as it's available. And also make sure to defend our body with grenades and cover fire until the res is ready. If you can handle those simple scenarios, we will win most of our games. And at the bare minimum, you're at least doing everything you can to help us win. The rest is on my partner and I, which it should be since we're the ones that are assisting you. And I think that wraps it up, boys. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to let me know in the comments section below. I plan on releasing at least 2 more how to get assisted videos. They're going to be about terminology and what class setup I think you should be running to more easily help us help you. So definitely subscribe to the channel so you're notified when those videos are ready. While you're waiting, we have a ton of montages and highlight reels on the channel, so definitely check those out. And other than that, I'll see you guys soon enough. Duking us out.